New year, new me.
We have been saying that since 2014. But you,
when you set high standards, it challenges you to achieve them.
Okay.
Challenges you, pushes you to achieve them. Guess what else is important? Self-discipline. Okay. Without self-discipline, you can't achieve anything.
that's actually the man who's always making us laugh in the background.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, man.
Yes.
Happy
2022.
I like how she says it, man. Happy 2022. That is so good. Guys, it's been a minute, very long minute.
We said we need to stop saying
We need
that.
to stop saying that.
Yes, you
for
always
sure,
say
man.
that.
You always say that, man. And it's been quite a while, though.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the support, for being with us. You know something fantastic that actually happened? We got to 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yay.
You don't have to say that you didn't imagine we'd get there. We'd be like, we said we would.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we didn't start a channel to get to 10 subscribers. No. But getting there for me was such a huge milestone.
It's actually a milestone.
And something so nice to be happy about and to celebrate.
Yeah.
So grateful. Thank you guys for the support. We don't take it for granted. And the best part, like we're discussing, is that all this has happened organically.
Yes.
Like it's just been people who
know us.
Yes.
People who like our content.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, I think mostly, so we are so appreciative of that, and so appreciative that at least we can get to such a point where we look back and say it has not all been in vain.
Yes.
And thank you for the comments. Thank you for the feedback. The people that we meet, the people actually even push us to do videos. There are actually some people will be like, "We've not heard from you guys.
Video in a week. Where are you? What are you doing?"
Yes, we appreciate that so much. It makes us feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We don't want to pretend that we just create content for the sake. We're not just content creators for the sake, I
Yeah,
think.
we appreciate that you watch our content. You like it, to give us feedback.
Yes.
Yes, we are here because of you.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a wonderful year. More growth, more subscribers, definitely. More videos.
Yes.
Hoping now more awesome videos, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I think we've received the feedback. We're going to probably create more awesome content that you're going to like. What else are you promising people?
Diversity.
Yeah. More diversity. More beauty, as you can see, she's more beautiful now. And taller, I swear.
I'm not taller. I'm still a short girl.
How is the angle of the camera?
I'm tall. Ooh, I'm growing, guys.
Yeah, I guess she's going taller. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the year of more.
The year of very creepy.
It's the year of more. It's the year of more. As I was telling you guys, I am so expectant this year. I'm so anticipating for great things to happen and great things to come. Yeah, and also to work on myself a bit more.
Oh, okay. When I'm young up here, because the jokes are fun. Yeah, but I think it's beautiful to just work on yourself, you know. Be your own foreman. Go up on a jisumbua too. Yeah, but it's beautiful. I think even for me, that's what I'm looking forward to. More growth to become a better me. I don't want to be the kind of person who tells people accept me the way I am.
You're those people for New Year, new me.
We have been saying that since 2014. But you
have you cut people?
I had scissors, but I think I'm done.
They weren't sharp enough.
They weren't sharp enough. Then I think I'm done who's got cut off. You cut me off, man.
Don't worry, I'll pick you.
Here we are. Yeah, but it's fantastic. So looking forward to a fantastic year. I hope also you guys are expectant.
Yes.
We had a very...
Are you expectant? Oh,
but you said you're expectant.
I am expectant. Yes.
And pregnant.
Yes, and pregnant.
With?
Expectations.
It's very clear that you say that, so that you guys know I'm not responsible.
No, he's not responsible.
It's very important. She's pregnant with Hope. I'm a mini baby daddy wa Hope.
September tupatane pale labor ward.
Alafu mazimbo na mtu yeye anaitwa Hope.
No, it's a boy.
I'm telling you that will be the ultimate plot twist. That will be the ultimate plot twist, I'm telling you. But so happy to be back. Yeah.
Yes.
So today on set, as you can see, we are not alone. As always, probably this is one of the things that we promise.
Yes.
Bring more people this year, even as we try to do videos on our own to bring out our own voice. And it's someone who might be familiar to most of you.
Familiar face, definitely.
Yes. We once did a couple of videos on relationships.
Yes.
Gave us solid things.
Insights,
yes, you can go back and go and watch it. His name is...
James Kituzi.
Yes.
Jina kubwa.
Hey.
I agree with him. Jina kubwa because he's actually a life coach.
I know,
very
right?
experienced. He actually has made a couple of TV appearances, actually regular on TV. I think we can find
Celeb
him.
in the house.
Ebro TV.
Ebro TV.
Every Saturday 6 to 7.
6 to 7 years, a very
Gumzo
nice program.
Weekend.
Yes, he actually once invited me there, man, and I
To
was.
do a Swahili
was
show.
awesome.
I'm telling you, a Swahili show there on
well.
national TV. My mom watched me. She was like, "Yo, hey,
That's my son.
that's my son." Yeah, but yeah, beautiful. He also runs a very good organization called Badilika Initiative.
Yes.
And you said what you would do? at Badilika
I like the
At
mantra.
Badilika Initiative, we transform mediocrity to excellence.
Initiative.
For
Sips
individuals.
water.
Are you mediocre, my friend? Kituzi is a man to see.
Yeah.
So we do that for individuals in relationships, churches, institutions, corporate organizations, simply taking their mediocrity, transforming it to
Anywhere
excellence.
there is mediocrity.
Anywhere there is mediocrity, we go for it.
You need to talk to her more. I feel like I have a message for her.
You have a client right here.
This one, right?
Yeah.
If you're charging me, I'm paying. If you're charging, I'm paying.
We need to get some excellence out of him.
Yeah.
This is a new year.
Uh-huh.
We are heading for excellence.
Ah.
Wow, right.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I think I'm happy that she said also one of her goals is definitely to grow, right? And I think that's a goal everybody can say. Do you have goals, like specific goals you've written?
Definitely, I have. Yes, but mine are not. I don't set long-term goals as much. I focus more on the short term.
Okay.
With a few long-term.
Okay. So, but at least you have a couple of resolutions?
I do have. Do you?
I do. I actually also do. I've actually written down a couple of goals. I think just like you probably have not looked too far into the future, but yeah, I have them. And maybe
James, do you?
Yeah, I do have some goals. I have some aspirations and desires that I want to achieve. And just like you, I don't look at 10 years from now. I look at 3 months from now.
Amazing.
And then change that to 30 years from now.
Wow, good stuff.
There's a thing I live by, that you should plan your life like you live for 1,000 years, but live today like there's no tomorrow.
plan your life.
Like
Like you
live
will
1,000
live
years.
for 1,000 years. But live it today like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Talking of which, that I think people do set goals. I'm sure probably when you write there, you have your beautiful goals.
Yeah.
But there's a very big disconnect between setting goals and you achieving them and you living them.
Yeah.
We set very good goals, but you know how
The actualization.
yes,
is
how
actually
can we?
the problem.
Because actually, funny enough, I've realized when I'm looking at my own goals, if I was to achieve half of what I said, hey, I think right now everybody would just be living like a different life because it's sometimes so difficult to just achieve those things. So that's why we brought even James on set to guide us on just not the goal setting process, which you know you've done. And again, a disclaimer is that we know there are so many videos that have been done on goals and all those things. So don't want to repeat that. But maybe James, without us going now into the whole aspect of goal setting and how it's done and all those things, because we know a lot has been said or done about that.
Yes.
Is it important to actually have my goals written down? And even in the first place, probably, is it good to just have them somewhere written down? Or do I just
They can just exist in my head.
Having goals is important. Writing them down is even more important.
Important.
It is of more importance. It is importanter than just having them. Yeah, so when you write them, what you're actually doing is telling your mind this is important. Because there's power in writing. There's power in putting things down. There's power in visual aids. Because the world is moved by what we see. Because what we see gives us the perception of what needs to be or what has been. If you can't see it, it's hard to believe it. Right? So writing it down helps you to visualize. Having vision boards helps you to visualize what you actually desire, what you want. And number two, it acts as a constant reminder. Because sometimes we forget things. We get caught up. You start one thing, then you get caught up. In the course of time, you find that whatever you had desired to do, you don't achieve it. It's because you forget. But having written down somewhere or having visual boards helps you to remember. Oh, I said I'd do that. Let me start working on it. Yes.
So have it down so you can visualize it. True. And that can you. So does it mean all the goals I have, I can do a vision board for it? I'm asking that.
Yes.
For Jasmine. because I saw her vision board, and she's filled it with those Mexican actors, those men. That's our team. That's our team. Yes.
Setting standards to the next level. Beard gang.
So it's important. Yeah, it's important that she's doing that, and I encourage all of us to do that.
Okay.
When you set high standards, it challenges you to achieve them.
Okay.
Challenges you, pushes you to achieve them.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's also a saying that you'd rather set high standards and almost score them or get them than set nothing and actually get it. Yes.
Okay.
Had that.
Food for thought.
Yeah. So you'd rather set them so high, you almost achieve them, than set nothing and achieve it.
Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Hey, I would have thought it's the other way around, but that's a lesson that. Thank you very much. So now that we have written our goals down, we have everything set. At times we set our goals and we are good and the year has started, but somewhere down the road we get distracted with, I guess, life, things that are happening, or just, I don't know, time.
Yes.
And you find yourself, yes, you've set the goals, but as he said, they are your 2019 goals, like they are never achieved, they've not been achieved.
Yes.
So what can we do different to make sure that our goals are achieved, or how can we, just make a difference this time round?
Great. And I like that the question says, what can we do different? Because doing different is good. Because in order to replace an old habit, in order to kick away an old habit, you need to replace it with a new one.
Yes.
Nature hates a vacuum.
Oh.
So you can't have nothing.
Yes.
Like, I'm just doing nothing. I'm just there. I'm heading nowhere. The other thing about heading nowhere is that you'll actually get there. Yes.
You'll get nowhere.
Yes. If you're going nowhere, you'll never get lost.
It's a guaranteed destination.
Yes.
You will never get lost. You'll actually get there. It's like aiming at nothing. You'll never miss.
100%.
You hit it perfectly.
Okay.
Yes. So it's important that you're saying we do it different. Because it means, therefore, that for us to achieve a goal, there are things we need to do differently. There are things, there is a way we've been doing things, then there's a way we need to change the way we do them for us to achieve whatever we want to achieve. So one of the reasons why people don't achieve their goals or don't actually stick to the change that they desire is because they forget that in order to achieve great change, you need to learn to separate. Separation is a key ingredient of change. Anybody who wants to change must learn to separate. Separate. It's like the what do we call it? Science, the metamorphosis of an insect. Yes. So at every level, it's actually a level of separation. For you to achieve any elevation, there must be separation. All right. So people learn to separate themselves. Separate yourself from previous habits. Separate yourself from a crowd.
From mediocrity.
Yeah, from mediocrity. If you have hanging around mediocre people, separate yourself from them. Take a step back and evaluate. Being there, you'll stick to the same habits. Yes, separate yourself.
Even the environment, right?
Yes.
Should probably be in a place where you don't achieve the results that you want. You're trying to achieve them elsewhere, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So separate yourself. The other thing that is a key ingredient to change is death. Now you're thinking, how now?
Who's getting killed and why?
So there are things that must die in order for others to live. All right? So there must be a sacrifice on your part. There are things you must sacrifice. Put on the sacrificial table and say, this one's I'm burning. I'm not moving with this to the next level. I have to leave them here. Even biblically speaking, every level of success, elevation that people achieved is because they had to kill something. They had to let go of some things and say, this one I'm killing. So if it's a habit, kill it.
Suffocate it.
Suffocate it completely.
Let it die.
Yes. And then that will help you to actually adapt the new thing. Because for new life to come, something
the old one
must
has
give.
to die.
Sure.
Good stuff. So the two elements of change is separation and death.
But the way you're putting it, sounds very good and it makes a lot of sense. But there's always that bit where we hit some obstacles or rough patches when we are pursuing our goals. And there's still the element of just sometimes, can I say, sort of like getting frustrated. Because you work and you try to do the new things you want to do, but there's that resistance. Where people are just pulling you back to the default. So how do we push past that resistance Yes.
Number one, focus is key. And focus here, I'm talking about remembering why. And you see, we started by saying write it down. Create a vision board. So that acts as a reminder, because along the way to change, you'll meet the resistance. And resistance is actually a very important part, a very important ingredient of growth. You can't grow if there's no resistance. All right. So resistance is part actually of the journey to change. Expect it. And in those times, you need to remember why you started. Remember why you said you want to be there by this time. All right. Why do you want to lose weight, or why do you want to become more financially independent? What's the core reason?
Yes.
Because without a reason, then you get an excuse to backslide, kind of.
And funny enough,
yes.
And I saw this also somewhere. Most excuses are actually valid.
Yes.
Like most excuses that you give are valid.
Yes. Excuses sound like very good reasons.
Yes.
For not doing what you need to do. Right? But it's time, and part of eradicating mediocrity is actually learning not to give excuses.
Yes.
For anything you don't attain. Alright? Learn not to give excuses and learn to find actually reasons why you need to do better.
Okay.
Alright? There's, of course, you failed or you missed a mark. It's still part of growth because you're heading there and you still remember where you're going. But at the same time, remember that you need to learn to find a reason why you're doing the thing.
Find your why.
Yes. Find the reason.
Okay.
And stop giving excuses. Yes.
This would be a good time to also give a good recommendation of a book I read called Still Find Your Why by Simon Sinek. It's a book about that. Very beautiful book about the whole philosophy of finding your why. And as he goes on and on about it, you can even find a TED Talk that he did. It's there on YouTube. Very good. Probably one of the most viewed videos on TED Talk, on that TED whatever something. And I totally agree with you, because the why is very important.
The why is important. Guess what else is important? Self-discipline. Without self-discipline, you can't achieve anything. Alright? Like you were taught in school, self-discipline is required everywhere for you to attain any success. And discipline is nothing if it is not self-discipline. Every other thing that you call discipline is just punishment for failing. Right? But if you learn to discipline yourself enough to deny yourself some little pleasures for a bigger goal, for a bigger purpose, then that's self-discipline.
And you say that actually that before you get something has to give. So it's part of everything.
It's part of everything. Something has to give. You must sacrifice something for you to get the other. You can't have both. All right?
Okay.
Yes. So self-discipline is key. All right? Focusing on where you are heading is also very important. Yes.
Right.
Fantastic. You can't have both.
You can't have both.
You can't have a Mexican man as well, gym,
and our local guys.
Yes. Choose the why.
What's it like, gym people? Walikukosea wapi?
Niliona kwa vision board yako nikasirika
They're making some of us look bad.
Oh no.
They're making the rest of us who are actually healthy and work hard for this nation. Work
building the nation.
Building the nation. But they're building their muscles and their bodies. But there's nothing wrong really. But we really do appreciate that. It makes a lot of sense. Like I said, there's so many videos that we actually watch and books that we read on this. But it never hurts to just hear it one more time, but to hear it with a fresh perspective. And thank you so much for just bringing that new or different angle to say the same things that we've always been told. But it's a good time also to remind us, even as we begin the year, that remember self-discipline, remember separation, remember death. There's some things just have to die for you to be. And then to always remember your why.
Remember your why. Something else that's really important to remember is to celebrate little victories. Celebrate victories. So you do something, you are heading towards your goal, you're not there yet, but there's some little progress that you've made. Celebrate yourself. Take yourself out. Yes. Take some juice, buy a shoe, in memory of.
Okay.
Yes. I said I'll lose 10 kgs. In 6 months, it's 1 month down the line. I've lost half a kg. Celebrate.
But don't buy eating a whole bucket of pizza.
No.
A whole bucket of chicken.
That would be retrogressive.
It's important that some people know that.
No.
Because they're doing, in fact, you're doing something very special.
Yes. We are doing, in a group where we are doing something called a 100 days challenge. First 100 days challenge. So for the first 100 days of 2022, we are doing a devotion by a lady called Josephine. Karema Sharia, and then we are doing, we are working out. We are taking 3 liters of water a day, and then you're learning a new skill. So every week now, after you've achieved all that you set to achieve, at the end of every week, during the weekend, you pick one day. It's called a treat day, not a cheat day. A treat day. Yes, where you treat yourself. You know those street junks that you wanted to eat, but you didn't actually eat them. You eat them that day. You reward yourself.
That's fantastic. And I'm glad you're saying something else that has just come up, that you're doing it as a group.
Yes.
You know, sometimes if you separate yourself, remember we talked about separating yourself from certain people and certain crowds?
Yes.
You need to join crowds.
I love that.
Form a team of like-minded people who want to achieve the same things you want to achieve, and who will always be accountable.
Helping accountability.
Yes, accountability is key on your journey to growth, to development, to success. You know, people who can remind you, but you said we are doing this. Or even when you feel broken, this will be your support team.
You even in that group, like I see people writing what they've done today, and you're like, I've done nothing, I've got to do something.
So they challenge you to be better. Yes. And they also remind you, they act as reminders.
And they remind you that why we started this.
Yes.
Accountability is underrated.
That's so true.
Key.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, actually, there's that book I think we're talking about, Atomic Habits. And he actually says, that is so true. He talks about that. He says that the environment is so powerful in determining how we move in life, that if you're in a negative environment, no matter how strong-willed you are or how self-disciplined you are, you'll always give in to the level of or come back to the level of your environment. So if you really want to be better, be with better people.
Yes.
Exactly.
So like if I want to grow muscles, I have to look for Jasmine's friends.
Hang out with them.
Hang out with me.
If it just means going to the gym.
Yes.
And walking around.
Thank you,
So I think that's really, really powerful. That the environment that you choose, the people that you decide to hang out or spend time with, are so influential in what you do that you cannot really simply ignore that.
Yes.
Because like somebody says, you are the average of the 5 people you walk around with. Yes.
Okay.
So your level of success and achievement, just look at your 5 friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
you can't do better than them.
You can do better than the people you hang around with. Someone also said that if you're the best in your circle, if you're the richest, if you're the most educated in your circle, and everyone is always listening to you, my friend, change your circle.
Separate.
Somewhere else. You remain at that level, you'll never grow.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I think for me that was very powerful.
I know.
I think it's also very timely, and I think I needed to hear it. As now as we start the year,
definitely
the small resolutions that I have, and I've been hearing this, but it helps to just
to remind ourselves.
Even talk about it.
Talk about it.
It sticks in your head.
It's true.
And I'm glad we are doing this video.
Yes.
Because I also need to listen to this. Yes.
You too. The coach needs to get coached.
I need to listen to this. Right.
Fantastic.
It's really important.
All right.
We're going all the way. Going the whole hog. Yeah.
2022 is our year. Are you afraid to say it? I know you all are afraid to say it, but I'm gonna say it. It's my year.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was about 2020, 2021. So we might be scared to say it, but really looking forward. And thank you for this, James. Thank you for dropping by.
Yes.
I want to have you again. Yes.
Always a pleasure.
Right. So guys, I hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next episode.
Yes.
Goodbye.
And these mangoes belong to Jasmine. The same person who's doing 100 days.
I'm doing 100 days. I'm doing 21 days.
That's for celebration.
But that's for celebration afterwards.
Even the avocado.
Everything, my friend. Bye,
Okay, so
guys.
bye, guys.